What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? Okay, what's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, there's a mass shooting, Arizona. Trying to get set up here. Several victims found. So, after shooting in Glendale, this is Glendale, Arizona. Let me add Glendale to the title. It's no audio right now, but Glendale, Arizona. Let me try to mute it and unmute it. Let's see. On the audio. Several people were shot at an establishment on Sunday night. Just happened just before 8 p.m. near 57th and Glendale Avenue. A shooting occurred at the establishment near 57th Drive and Lamar Road around 7:45 p.m. Multiple victims shot, 3 to 6. Okay. I don't know what's going on, bro. This weekend, a lot of violence in the air, a lot of hate in the air. People are angry. People are on edge. People are on drugs. People are upset about the race stuff. Everybody's upset. Everybody has a gripe. Everybody's shooting. Everybody's shooting, man. There's no sound. No, there's no sound right now. Crazy. Let me see if I can find anything else. What other information can we find on this? People just letting off, man. People got no kind of control. People are angry, on edge, on medication. Dang. I know, Christina, right? Bye for 5 minutes and we're back. Is there anybody's here? Okay, they posted a picture. Anyone know what's happening in Glendale? They say it's happening by a place close by a place called Giant Manhattan Pizza on 57th and Grand. Police from different towns, fire trucks in Phoenix, Scottsdale, and they're closing roads. I went to grab a pizza and I wasn't allowed to turn in. Oh no. 6 people shot. Allegedly the shooter's killed. Oh man, yeah, possible. They're saying possible shooter deceased. 6 people shot. That's wild. Wow. What is going on? I don't know why can't we hear this guy? Hold on a second. Let me. Damn, I lost the thing again. Let me go back to it because I feel like there should be sound. Oh, it's right here though. Oh, let's turn up the volume. No, nothing. It's weird. It almost looks like he's talking, but very weird. What in the hell is going on? Ambulance. Yeah, we are watching the decline of civilization. That's literally what's going on. Weird. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay, okay. Let's go, baby. I have to go get something to put on, get dressed. I thought we were done for the night.
Near historic downtown? No, we are in historic downtown. 57th and Glendale.
Damn, bro, it's like that, huh? The end of times, man.
All right,
Let's say a pizza place was hit up.
we should be getting a PIO here in a minute. Well, normally I would, but they redid the tape before I was all the way at the scene. You could probably
It's
rewind
crazy,
and you'll
man.
see that I was there pretty close. I followed this tape that's right there all the way around to all the way down to the front, pretty much. I want to see if they closed off this parking lot, and maybe I can get a little closer. Okay, looks like maybe a little closer. Looking for your Fox guy?
Yes.
He's on the other side right over there.
Thank you
Yep. The PIO will be over soon. He said around 9. All right, we'll get close, guys.
EIO.
And then once the information officer.
Is this
goes
all a
over
sign
there,
of mental
we'll
illness?
go
Is this
over
all
it.
mental illness?
We'll see.
Okay. Yeah, I'm coming right now. Hold on. That's what I'm saying. There you go. No, there's not. No, there's not.
Maybe it's all mental illness. Who knows, man? Wow. ABC 15. I want to see if any of these news stations go live as well.
Okay, so the PIO is right here. We're going to follow him. He's going to go over to the media. I think one deceased is on the other side here, I believe.
Maybe that's the shooter.
I'm just going to go meet up media over here.
Oh. I gotta fix the audio for these guys. There you go. Oh, shit.
All right, guys, if you want to get channel 10 up also on your TVs.
Fox 10 should be there?
Channel 10 with the...
Okay, let's do that. Let's work on that.
Well,
see if we can get that. Fox 10 Arizona. Let's see.
Legion open? Oh, maybe I'll come in.
And now at 5, we're getting a look at...
Close all these tabs I had open from the other story that we covered. Fox 10. Let's see, live video. Or maybe Facebook, I don't know. Oh, latest news.
You want me to go check real quick and see if there's anybody down there?
Various thoughts and feelings about the case very strongly. Does that influence the case? How could that influence this?
I'll go check real quick. I'll see who's down there.
Live now? Let me see. Does that work? That's live now. They're showing the other channel. They say 7 hit now? Oh.
Hey guys, media's down there in the PIO.
They were shot at an establishment.
The PIO's down there. He's going to be answering questions. Hey guys, Channel 10 and PIO's down there.
Hey, Cattoon, how you doing? Facebook.
Channel 10 and Police, yeah, he's down there, information officer. He's going to be taking questions and answering. PIO down there. Channel 10's already there. Channel 10's down there. The PIO's down there. Did they move you back?
Oh, that's traffic cameras.
Oh, I just told them to come down. Never mind, guys. They're coming up here.
Live now from
Adrian,
Fox
thank
Phoenix.
you so much for taking the time to be here on this.
They're showing a replay. I see you. Thank you for the membership.
They're coming up here now.
What a scene. This looks like a massive
that's
scene.
the PIO right there. He's coming up here. We were going down there, but they just moved us. He decided to move us up back further. That's him right there.
Okay. Yeah, he said we could do our live hits first.
But it's unhinged, on edge. Ready to go off, ready to lose it all. Ready to go off, ready to lose it all. Nothing to lose.
Sounding good.
There he is.
People.
Everybody else is like that.
Everyone's ready? Yeah?
I'm going to turn off my Bluetooth, guys.
Oh. That's not bad, though. Okay. We'll take it. Take whatever we can get.
Pretty good? Good. Good. Ready? Rocking good. Start you with the hard one. Alright, let me just silence my phone. Oh, something. Yeah, something.
So everyone's good?
Yep.
All right. Thank you all for being here today, or tonight I should say. My name is Officer Maroni Mendez with the Glendale Police Department. I am the Public Information Officer. My first name is spelled M-O-R-O-N-I. Last name is M-E-N-D-E-Z. Obviously the reason we're here tonight is because of the chaotic scene that I have behind me just to the south. Pretty much at 7:45, we got Glendale Avenue of a shooting that happened at an establishment just to my south, 57th Drive in the morning. Like I said earlier, it's very chaotic. We have very little information that we can share at this time. We have multiple officers here on scene. We have detectives on their way. What I can confirm is that there are multiple people shot. I know you guys wish to have more. Unfortunately, there's not much more I can say for now. At 9:30 p.m., we're scheduled to have a briefing with detectives and investigators and officers, supervisors, pretty much everyone involved. And hopefully after that, I can provide more details to you guys. You guys might have questions. I'll do my best to answer them. Unfortunately, like I said, and I'll repeat, there's very little information I can share right now.
Is this area safe right now to the public?
Is it safe to the public right now? We believe it is safe to the public.
You mentioned earlier tonight, at least 3. Do you have a number now that we don't know at least how many being transported?
The number is closer to 9 now. I can't confirm whether that is the actual number, but it is more than 3.
And do we know if it's something where security was shooting? Did officers and no officers fired, right? Was it security shooting or was it all civilians?
It's a great point you bring up. No officers fired with weapons. This is not an officer-involved shooting. And as far as I was told, security was also not involved in the shooting.
Was there believed to be more than one shooter?
That is believed to be the case. Yes, more than one shooter.
Can we just confirm again the location and the initial time of call?
7:45 p.m. is when those calls started coming in. And it's just to my south. There's an establishment down there, 57th Drive in Lamar. What is the name of that location? What is the name of that establishment? El Gran Camarón. Approximately 9 business. That's information that I hope to provide to you guys at around 9:30 after we have that.
Extensive scene. I take it we're looking at a several hour-long investigation at this point.
Yeah, it's an enormous scene. It's going to be several hours before this whole thing is cleared up. We'll probably be working well until daytime hours. Nobody's in custody right now.
Any indication what was going on?
Can't find my Facebook. I'm live right now.
Not at this point. We don't know quite just yet how this all happened. It's one of those things that hopefully, as the night progresses, if we can, share that to you.
Can we confirm that the shooters may have been apprehended, or are they also hasn't been shot?
He didn't say everything. We can check on that.
There's plenty of people that stayed. There's plenty of people that left. That's a good point you bring up. If anyone has any information as to what happened tonight, what occurred, who did what, who's alone, please contact the Glendale Police Department. Our number is 623-930-1000. If you wish to remain anonymous, you can contact silent witness at 480-WITNESS.
We have nobody in custody. Does that mean the shooters were shot and killed?
That's a great question. Hopefully after our 9:30 briefing, I can answer that for you.
9:30 briefing. What time is that? Like
or were there people just shooting at people?
4 a.m. for us? 5 a.m.?
Anything else?
And just to confirm, there are no apprehensions at the moment. No one's been under arrest.
Correct. No apprehensions.
Oh, no arrest.
Quite a few people detained, and we're trying to investigate whether they're suspects, victims, witnesses.
Criminals win again.
But there are multiple people that are officers.
Unless he's dead.
Several road closures in the area, obviously. Do you know if Grand Avenue is affected at this time?
Grand Avenue in a northeast or southwest direction is not affected. Obviously, up here where Glendale Avenue and 57th Drive meet, you cannot come south. Over to my southeast, I believe it's 5, 6, and Lamar, you cannot come west. And then obviously this area southwest of me is also closed off.
And Firebird is not in the air, so we're not searching around the area at this moment.
Correct. They did offer to help, and they are not in the air. All right. So like I said, 9:30, we'll meet down there. Hopefully they give me more information I can share with you all.
Are you expecting to do another briefing tonight, or just an email?
I don't know. We'll see.
Hey man, long time no see.
All right, let me play the video that
Lamar,
they're
you
playing.
cannot come west. And then obviously this area southwest of me is also closed off.
Oh man, just doesn't stop.
Correct. They did offer to help, and they are not in the air anymore. All right. So like I said, 9:30, we'll meet down there. Hopefully they give me more information I can share to you all.
Are you expecting to do another briefing tonight, or just another?
All right, so you just heard from Glendale Police right now. You're looking live
Wasn't
at the
9:30.
scene. This is 57th and
I guess in
Ocotillo
20
in
minutes, huh?
Glendale. A shooting happening around 7:45. Police telling us 9 people have been shot. We know that at least 2 of those people confirmed dead. They do not have anyone in custody. In fact, they're reaching out to the public for help. So that means suspects are still on the loose. They said at least 2 shooters. And again, we have a reporter on the scene right now, Nicole Christine. You can bring us the very latest. Nicole, what is the scene? It looks enormous.
Yeah, this is an enormous scene, Ashley and Brian. When we were pulling around, traffic, a big issue out here. There is a lot of roads blocked, and as you mentioned, Grand Avenue maybe not at this time blocked off, but this investigation just getting underway. You can see just a sea of blue and red blinking lights there. That is just a portion of the response out here tonight. Of course, Glendale PD sharing what they could with us a few minutes ago. I think the biggest takeaways, you mentioned that there are approximately 9 victims, that it is believed the area is safe to the public, but they have not apprehended anyone at this time. So we are left to infer whether perhaps one of the shooters, there is believed to be more than one shooter, was either shot or taken down. We don't know at this point, but we know that no one has been officially arrested. There are some people that were detained, but again, it is believed that the area is safe to the public. Now, another thing, our photojournalist Jamin Walker, he was on scene before I got on scene tonight, and
there's 2 audios playing?
that he spoke to multiple witnesses that were not willing to go on camera, perhaps just shaken up by this, understandably, but they did say that there were several shots, that they were very loud, that they believe there was some sort of altercation that then led to this, and that there was a big scene in the parking lot as well. Now, when we drove by earlier, it was kind of hard to see super clearly into the establishment area, but you could tell that this was a place where there was a lot of outdoor space, and there was also a large parking lot. It looked like that was where one of the centralized areas of the units were. So we do know that it was around one establishment, seems to be either a restaurant, a bar of some sort that is there. But at this point, a lot of things that we are still trying to figure out from Glendale.
These 2 shooters?
Wait, they're going to be doing
multiple shot by what? I didn't even hear that before.
Looking at about 20 minutes until we'll be getting some more information, if not a little later than then. But we will continue to stay out at this scene, continue to bring you the latest, especially the conditions of those victims. We know that several of them were taken from the scene, but we do not know if anyone has died or if the shooter or potentially shooters have been apprehended at this time. So a lot to, unfold at this point still, but it's good to know that things seem to be a little bit under control as far as any activity that could be dangerous to the public, but please avoid this area. We're going to bring you the information that you need, but please just stay safe and stay away from this area tonight until this has been cleared, which is probably going to be, quite a few hours. So we'll be out here, though, later on in the show.
Nicole, I've been around this town almost 20 years off now, and I can't remember any time.
I've never seen nothing like this before.
At the same
9
shooting
victims?
scene. We were watching the video earlier. Looked like young and old victims as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Everybody. No discrimination.
Do you know anything about the ages? And can you describe, are we talking about a residential area? You said parking lots. Is that more shopping, industrial? What does it look like around you?
Yeah, I would definitely describe it as more of like kind of the heart of downtown. I believe one of the signs right by the establishment says, "Welcome to downtown Glendale." So this is an area that is a lot of restaurants, other buildings. Of course, it's a Sunday night, so you would expect that there aren't going to be a ton of things open. So probably a restaurant of...
Yeah, you would think people are getting ready to take their kids to school. People are getting ready to go back to work. Things like that.
So, this might have been an establishment like a restaurant where, families were just trying to have dinner on a Sunday night, celebrating perhaps Cinco de Mayo tomorrow.
Cinco de Mayo? Oh, God. You better just stay home tomorrow.
Exactly this event was
Cinco de Mayo? We're going to be out all day tomorrow.
Dinner. But we did see several children around, and as you mentioned, children were seen in some of the video. We do not know the ages, though, of any of the shooting victims at this time.
All right, Nicole, we're going to be looking for an update at 9:30 when that public information officer comes back. Keep us updated and stay safe. We're going to check back in with you.
Sure will.
All right, we're going to quickly pivot to weather after a stormy day, especially
Wow. All right, let's get this other guy back on. So they're saying potentially two shooters. And what do they say now? 9 people maybe shot? Over what? A meal? Some food or something? The bill? Tip? Somebody stepped on somebody's shoe? Bro.
Walk up there and record. Hell no.
Somebody looked at somebody the wrong way. Disrespect the hood. The food wasn't cooked well done.
Damn, I wish I had a charger. There's 300,000 people in here.
There was? Wow.
I've never been. That's how many people were notified.
Saying this is definitely looking like a mass shooting. Whew. Wild. We had the barbecue. The barbecue was crazy. Texas barbecue. They updated the numbers too.
My video or the other girls, but
13 people shot. Like a video game. What is it? Arizona, Glendale. Glendale, Arizona. I mentioned the intersection earlier. I'm actually about to put it in the thumbnail. Near 57th Avenue and Oceotillo Road. They're saying multiple people shot by at least 2 shooters. Maybe it's more shooters. Maybe it's more than 2 shooters.
Wait, what? They're saying the other girl that was live got shot? We should be careful.
All for the gram.
There's people standing right there. What's this? Semi? Or ambulance? It's a little bus. Where does he think he's going?
Hope the news comes back. So they were taking a little break. They should be coming back because they're going to do another update at their time, 9:30, which I guess is 12:30 over here. 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. So in about 12, 13 minutes, there should be another update from the PIO. So hopefully they give us some information on that. Let me see what we got. Wonder if we got any witnesses from the scene.
Chris Legit donated
thank you, Chris.
$4.99 through Super Chat. Yo, Mel, this stuff rarely ever happens in
Really?
Oz because everyone is packing. There are no gun laws here, Super rare to see this, except the west side.
Really, except the west side. Damn. Ooh, that's messed up. Wait, what? Is this something else? Oh, let me see. Oh, this is a different situation. Okay. There was another situation in Glendale where an innocent man was killed by a cop. So I saw that, but we'll talk about that maybe later. But we have another feed here. They're back on scene.
We do know that police say there were at least 2 shooters. We know that they have no one in custody right now. They said that they're going to be out here for hours tonight. They're asking everyone to avoid this area. We're going to have more from Nicole Christine in a live shot, and hopefully some updated information about what happened out there around 7:45 tonight. That's coming up at 9:30.
Well, now to this story, the first of its kind for artificial intelligence. A Valley man killed during a road rage incident speaks in court from beyond the grave.
Yeah, it happened during the victim impact statements directed at the killer. Fox 10's Nicole Christine has the details tonight.
To Gabriel Horcasitas, the man who shot me. It is a shame we encountered each other that day in those circumstances.
Chris Pelkey's voice and likeness ringing out in a courtroom 3.5 years after his death. But how? We'll let Chris tell you.
I am a version of Chris Pelkey recreated through AI that uses my picture and my voice profile.
The artificial intelligence generated video, an idea that initially came to Chris's big sister Stacy as she collected victim impact statements and prepared her own.
We received 49 letters that the judge was able to read before walking into sentencing that day. But there was one missing piece. There was one voice that was not in those letters.
So Stacy turned to her husband Tim and their friend Scott Yenser, who together have been working with artificial intelligence technology for years. The process to bring Chris back, though, painstaking from a technological standpoint.
There's no tool out there that you can just go and say, here's a voice file, here's a picture, please make it come to life, and this is what I wanted to say. So they're scrounging and using this tool and that tool and this tool and this script and this audio and this image and trying to mash it all together and make it.
I don't know how I feel about that. That's interesting. I don't know.
To decide what the real Chris would say.
I have my own thoughts and feelings about how much time I wanted the sentence to be. If I forgave the shooter or not. I have very definitive opinions about that. But it was important not to make Chris say what I was feeling and to detach and let him speak, because he said things that would never come out of my mouth, but I know would come out of his.
In another life, we probably could have been friends. I believe in forgiveness and in God who forgives. I always have, and I still do.
That message, one that moved Judge Todd Lang.
I love that AI. Thank you for that. I feel that that was genuine, that his obvious forgiveness of Mr. Horcasitas.
That's wild, dude. I didn't know.
I heard about today.
Also
they were doing
was
that.
Chris's big brother John, who, along with the rest of the family, Stacy chose not to tell about the AI video in order to get their genuine reaction.
There was something about seeing Chris.
Not to tell him.
The man that I knew.
I think you should tell him. No, you should have told him beforehand.
I thought in my head that Chris would have forgiven this guy.
Someone else.
But to see.
Crazy. Interesting story. All right, I'm trying to see what else we can get. We have less than 10 minutes for the next PO. Oh, here's more video.
Fuck out of here with the racial comments, for real.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh shit, hold on.
It's crazy. That artificial intelligence? Wow.
Yeah. Apparently there was a fight that broke out. I was standing up there earlier. Right here, these people are, and I guess there's their people involved. There's a lady. We all caught the light a little bit ago. I guess, yeah, they were fighting and they were like telling whoever, go home, let's go, whatever. And then I guess, I don't know, they pulled straps and people got shot. That's what happened.
That's crazy. Okay.
Literally, yeah, just read the fucking description and everything. It's there. Just showing you what it looks like. I was just up there a couple minutes ago and this chick is crashing out over there.
No.
Talking about people don't fight. They're quick to pull straps and I'll fight you and your mama. I'm 47 years old. I don't know, all this mess.
At first I thought you said fag and I was like, okay. Fabulous.
And what's crazy is that like this is an all ages event, you know, like families come here. Like I bring my fucking 9-month-old niece to these events. Obviously if it's not later in the evenings, but you know, that's the reason why we can't even go cruise South Plaza anymore, is because the last time we had something for the Brentwood weekend, they pulled guns and they fucking shot the place up too.
Can't do nothing nice.
Like we can't even just kick it together as a community. Leave the beef at fucking home, like save it for another day. Like it's just crazy.
Yeah. I don't want to be a part of the community. The community's rotten.
Who knows? You have alcohol and, you know, angry people involved. That's why this happens. Yeah, what's crazy, there's always stuff popping right here, right next to the station. So this all right here, they were all lined up right here, like 2 or 3 ambulances and fire trucks. We had seen 2 ladies, one wrapped with like a head bandage, get in the ambulance, and another girl with her arm like wrapped up. And then over in this area, we had seen 2 other people they brought out on stretchers that they were performing CPR on them. They had just brought out another person not too long ago, but they were sitting up, so it seemed like they might be okay, like in better shape. And that's pretty much all I got since we've been here.
I see when they come back for the press conference update.
They have this area taped off now. Yeah, look, they're taping it off right there. I was just over there. I don't want to go back over there because I think these people right here, I don't know how involved they were, but it seems like it was some of their people that were involved. And I was up there, with the camera on. I just feel like that's kind of disrespectful to be in their face about it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to have nobody turn on me over some bullshit. Just trying to be a chismosa, from a distance, respectfully. Apparently some dude in a white shirt. Someone saying the shooter's been killed.
Yeah, there was rumors that the shooter was killed. Now they're saying 9 shot.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because there was a camera dude that was up there, like 2 of them, and now they have this taped off, so I saw him crossing the street over here, so yeah, they move or whatever. Just in prayers, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all we can do. What's done is done. You just hope for the best afterwards.
Watching the Fox 10 weather report.
Prayers for the cooked is wild. Oh.
Fox 10 has a webcam thing.
You're talking all that mess. I wonder if they're gonna...
Chismosas.
No one is exempt.
I guess there was a fight and they pulled guns. People got shot. That's all I got. But I think it's the people. There's this group right here. This lady's really going off. I think it's her people that were involved.
But they were shooting?
Yeah.
Last time was stabbed.
It was, yeah, that's what I was telling them. I was like,
They're gonna shut this place down.
they'll stop doing it as often.
Yeah, and it's already one Sunday out of fucking month.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Is La Perla still going?
Oh no. I wonder if they're gonna get a statement from her.
Okay, we should be getting something in now.
Chances for rain all the way.
Some lady up
End of the week,
here.
but they are looking
No,
lower.
she's in black. She's right here on this truck. See this truck with the tail lights on? Yeah. She's standing next to it. Yeah, right there. And they just taped this off right now. It wasn't a second ago. Because I was just up there and I felt all bad, like in their face with the camera. Oh shit.
Back up.
But I was sitting right there getting what they were saying, yeah, and there was they were fighting. Someone was fighting, and they're like, just go home, and then they pulled guns or whatever.
Oh shit. This is sad.
Oh yeah, we were on our way over here. It happened like just minutes before we pulled up.
Open fire.
They took two. They took 2 people out over here doing CPR on them, and then they took 2 girls right here in bandages and shit, and that's all I saw.
What's the comment saying?
They're being stupid.
This is so sad, man. We can't have nothing.
Nothing fun. No, literally. No, literally.
Enjoy out of
We have limited
month.
places and we keep getting fucked up.
Yeah.
Girl, we came down here because there's a bar across the street and their music sucks.
Oh no.
So we're like, we gotta
need
make
the
it down
good
there
music.
I wonder what, because they were having a street fair over at South Plaza today too, and I wonder how that went. The last time that I was at South Plaza was for Sunday, and I was there, and I was like, dude.
I was muted. That PIO that spoke recently, he had said that at 9:30 he was going to talk to some people, get a briefing, and then come back. So I thought it was going to be at 9:30, but maybe not. So I don't know. We'll hang around for a little more, I guess, and see for the next update. Try to hang for a little bit longer.
We come to these events,
They said 9 people shot. Let's see if I can get another, the most up-to-date.
We'll catch the cruise on Saturday nights right here on Glendale, and then...
They said police say there could be as many as 9 victims. 9 victims. Glendale police said multiple people have been shot at the establishment near Glendale and Grant Avenues on Sunday night. Sunday night, God's night, Jesus night. A shooting in Glendale has injured multiple people. The shooting on Sunday occurred at an establishment near Glendale and Grand Avenues. Multiple victims. Oh, man. They began receiving phone calls about a shooting on Sunday. No police officers fired their weapons. It is believed that not any security officers were involved, but Menendez said he could not confirm that information. Sounds like some beef. Tensions were high. Somebody was pissed off. They don't want to walk away. So we got to blast everybody.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was just trying to get more t-shirts.
What, stabbing last? They're gonna stop this shit, bro. And this right here by the fucking cops is too. Like,
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. Yeah, there's always shit going on right here. They don't care.
Y'all real brave over here.
No, I think they left. I don't hear her no more.
Or they told her to shut up.
Well, when I was over there, the guy was like, let's go, like, come on, like.
Look at the bullshit that real thing.
Oh, here it
Well,
is.
that's pretty much it, guys.
Who has been on the scene for the past hour or so. Nicole, what do you know now?
Hey, Brian and Ashley. So we have not gotten any official update from Glendale Police. I believe we saw them just a few minutes ago doing that kind of incident briefing that they told us they were going to be doing around this time, but they have not come back and given us any more information. So we can go over what we do know at this time. I'm going to step out of the frame. As you can see, it's still a very active scene. We've been told that it is going to remain active well into the night, and I wouldn't be surprised if you still see some presence here into Monday because of just the sheer number of people involved with this. Multiple people shot. We have that confirmed. Approximately 9 people at this point. So that number continuing to rise from what we originally heard. Right now sitting at approximately 9 people. There's no word on any of their conditions at this point. Now, it is believed that the area is safe to the public. So at this point, we don't have any information about the shooter or potential shooters. They said at one point during that first press conference that they had at the top of the hour that it was believed there was more than one shooter, but we know that no one has been arrested at this point. We know they have been talking to some potential people of interest. They detained some people to ask them questions. Of course, they have detained several witnesses from the scene, and we heard from people at the scene as well, off camera, about just how chaotic this was. We do know we had some video that's being showed that shows some people on stretchers, so we know several people were taken to the hospital, but we don't know if anyone has passed away at this time. We do know no officers used their weapons, so this is not an officer-involved shooting in any way. It is believed that the security at the establishment also was not involved, that this was strictly patrons and citizens. We do know this was centered around one establishment. Now, I have been talking to some people off camera who have said that there is a section perhaps to this establishment that is 21 and over, and then maybe a section that is for all ages. So the fact that we saw some young people, some children earlier, they could have been at the restaurant portion of this establishment. We're still working to learn exactly where this took place and exactly who all could have been in the establishment, if it was just an adults only or if there were kids. But we did see several children on the scene when we came up here. Now, we've seen evidence markers strewn throughout parking lots. So this is a huge scene. It's obvious that this didn't happen in just one spot, that this was an active situation where there was movement throughout an entire area. So again, a lot for people to process here, both the witnesses that were on scene and, of course, the investigators. So they are briefing right now. We are hoping to get another update soon from them, an official update. At this time, though, we're still hearing approximately 9 people shot. Their conditions are not known at this time.
All right, terrible news.
9
Give us that
people
update when you
shot.
get it, Nicole. Thank you for that report.
Sure will.
All right, in other news tonight, fire investigators want to know what caused 4 semi-trucks to go up in flames. The fires happened late
Somebody
last
burned
night
that
at
shit?
a waste management transfer station near 40th Street.
All right, this guy's back out there live.
Do you think maybe it was like something targeted?
Oh, it was people. I mean,
Yep, no problem.
I'm just saying they're probably protecting or preserving till a detective looks at it.
Okay, so the idea is... the idea is we're hooked up to the show in the live view, so if police come over for another update, they're going to take Jamin and I. So the idea is, if you don't mind kind of milling around, I don't think there's that many people left,
Yeah,
but...
the only people I saw coming down this road, they were like,
Yeah, and that's okay. But
Yeah.
if you see anybody, or if like you mill around and you see somebody, we don't know if we're going to get any MOS, but that's kind of what they were thinking, how we can divvy it up.
But the area is pretty cleared out.
Yes.
There are a few, because their cars are stuck back there, kind of walking around.
Yeah. Okay.
They definitely looked underage to me, and they seemed a little
Ooh,
intoxicated.
underage?
But
What?
Not wanting
And
to answer any
intoxicated?
question. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. Yeah, we'll
like
see.
my car's over there, and we're just waiting. Oh, okay.
Maybe they shouldn't be getting it in anyways.
Yeah.
I know, it's been a while. How have you been? It's good to see you. Mine too. One of these days.
Is she married?
I doubt it's related, but another shooting happened in Texas, almost the same conditions as far as like around the same time.
Where in Texas?
They're so near each other. Other than that, it couldn't possibly be separated. Well, I mean, that's conclusion. It's not conclusive.
The last time I was here,
No one is exempt.
Sunday. I think they're saying the live drive. That counts as our 5 o'clock. Oh, God. We were in route.
All right, yeah, now there's 2 officers standing there. And one of them must be the detective. I don't see any
What
lights.
a mess. No arrests. They said no arrests.
Yeah.
Are we getting burritos, guys, or McDonald's again?
Well, that place over there.
Kitchen closed.
No, it still says open.
Oh, really? All right, man.
Crazy. All right, so we're waiting for hopefully another update, official update. So far, they said shoot, no arrests. So I don't know what's going on.
Ooh, here we go.
Jamin, can I have my glasses back?
Coming to talk now. Get an update.
Might be somebody worth asking.
Absolutely. Yep, I'll try not to blab too much. Let's stay here for the wrap. Yeah.
Y'all good?
Trying to get something to eat.
You at the Legion?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They won't let you leave?
I can't. I got word, don't know where to go.
Oh, it's
Open
all walked
carry
off
state,
over there
huh?
too?
Arizona open carry
Well, it's their
state.
fault if you drive drunk tonight.
I'm not drunk, I can tell you that.
So everybody getting shot. Open carry state. One person pulls a gun. Everybody's pulling a gun. Everybody's getting shot. The kids, the babies, everybody.
From inside?
Yeah.
It sounded like fireworks.
So one was a rifle. I figured you might have heard that.
It?
Yeah. Being a rifle, I'm assuming an AR of some sort.
Who's out here and everything, huh? Somebody must have died, huh?
3. 9 shot. So far, that's what they've told us so far.
Quiet Killer, I don't know if you're still around Twitch, but thank you for the follow. Thank you for the subscriptions too. GM Flower on YouTube, John, Jack, Watch Her Eat Podcast. Thank you. Mark Tafoya. Thank you.
Can you zoom in right over there on the back side of the truck?
Yes.
As Comunidora, as
Giselle Marquez doesn't know Dylan Seebeck, the man shot and killed by Glendale police the night of January 8th, but she called 911 for help that night because of a different man, her violent partner, Angelo. But when officers arrived, they believed Dylan Seebeck was her partner and that he was armed when an officer shot him multiple times. Not only did police have the wrong man, he was also unarmed. Giselle says a night that was already terrifying for her turned into an agonizing wait for information.
What was going on at the park?
Okay. That's a different situation, but that's in Arizona as well. She called the cops, and this random innocent guy gets shot and killed. Holy moly. Now she's demanding justice.
Yeah, Arriba? In Sara, in Acocha. But in Comunidora, it's no.
Dos. Uno.
Es tres.
Muertos.
Tres muertos. Es nueve total. Es niños.
No.
Niños.
Es
un niño.
Raúl T-shirt. Y Raúl Coche. I don't know if he's the shooter, but he got shot. Es muerte.
Somebody's dead.
So tres muerte.
Three dead.
Uno es aquí. Dos posible in the hospital. And as originally I heard it was seis.
This is nine personas.
Nine. Nueve. Total. Esta es una.
Digital, thank you for the membership.
Maybe 7 injuries and maybe 3 die.
Es 10.
Maybe 10.
That's 10.
7 in hospital y 3. Oh yeah.
Aquí es un muerte confirm.
One dead confirm, you saying?
Aquí solo mira.
Yeah, see, always there.
Maybe down.
Always there.
Maybe down.
Nah.
No.
It's like maybe over here and over there because Policia is always there. Ooh, it's in Senador.
No, aquí es un tenis. No, en the truck nada. Aquí.
Ah.
Es muchos, Es 28. 28.
Oh, but that doesn't. No, they just randomly. That's random.
Yeah. No,
it's not like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's whenever they see something, they stick it.
Mira. Aquí es este tenis.
Hey.
Maybe.
Oh, sí.
Sí, ¿no? Maybe.
Posible.
Let's zoom in.
Ooh.
What's that?
No, aquí no se ve el marco, mira.
Uh,
9.
what's the back of his shirt say? Es Policia? Oh, okay.
Policía.
1, 2.
Policy.
Sí. Oh, yeah.
Policy.
129. 28.
Is one confirm rifle? Like maybe possible an AK-15, 15, but es one niño or juvenile, you know.
Hola. Gracias.
Well, it's going to be a question for
The people, this is stupid.
PIO. Is cuánto juveniles? You know, niños.
Shooting up to 9 victims shot near the Glendale Police Department. The details when we come back.
Near the police department? That's where the shooting happened?
Fox 10 News is always on at fox10phoenix.com. Sponsored by
These people ain't
Spencer's
shit.
TV and Appliance. Arizona's low price.
Okay, I'm keeping an eye on the live TV feed there. Waiting to see. But we also have this live view here to see when they're going to give an update. They had a shooting right by the police station. Ah. AK-15, is that what he said? I didn't even hear that. I wasn't paying attention. Man. What a weekend. The devil must be celebrating. Cheering and elated.
Yeah, there's the police station right there. But I doubt anybody at the police station was there, as they were all on beat. They were on patrol. We got both out here. I've even got channel 3. I think this gentleman works for 33, but we've got channel 10. We've got channel 15, ABC, and we got a few here.
Okay.
59th and 57th Avenue.
Thank you for the follow,
57th
CJ.
Drive and Grand. And from my gathering, it started at this restaurant. This is in Chandler, Arizona. And then over here, where that white truck is, right around there, I can't zoom in, but I was able to zoom in with the other guy here, and he was able to zoom in all the way, and we think we found possibly one of the bodies that you can't really see it. It's not gory or anything, but they've been guarding that whole area. Zooming in all the way, there are
to our 10 o'clock newscast.
many little.
There are approximately 9 people that were shot at this scene.
Evidence
It is believed
tags.
right now that the public is safe, that there's no threat to the greater public, but we don't have
IMC,
any
thank you for the
information
5,
on any
man.
shooters other than that it is
Where you been
believed
today?
there was more than one. There are people that have been detained, people in question. So there are a lot of things that we're still trying to figure out here, but right now I would just say people at home, just stay home, avoid this area. We are going to continue continue to bring you the
Don't worry,
latest
the NTSB will
information,
be on
and
it.
hopefully we'll get another update from Glendale Police soon. But approximately 9 people wounded by this, and we do not know their condition at this time if we're talking about any fatalities, but we will continue to search for those answers for you.
It was in the police report, so, or the police scanner, so that's why it's worth asking.
Okay, I'm so sorry. You said.
Oh, I was telling him.
Yeah. So you said one of the questions is who had a
Was
rifle,
there?
or was
Was there a rifle involved?
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, that would be intent. It
Right.
was reported on the police scanner that, and again, they're still trying to get information at that time, but it was reported somebody in a red shirt, juvenile, and one shot in the car.
Okay.
They were unsure of whether he was one of the shooters, but there was somebody, technically, I don't know if they were saying at large or not, because they obviously closed down and nobody's arrested. So I believe all the shooters are dead. That's my assumption, or one is at least in critical. But there was a rifle involved. There was a juvenile, at least one that I found on the scanner involved. Okay. So the two main questions are, were there juveniles involved?
Right.
And was there, I don't want to say an assault rifle, that gets too far, but a rifle,
Sure.
you know what I mean? Were there any
Good idea.
rifles involved?
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Hopefully they come back out and let us ask some more questions.
I think he's a little scared now. But
Why?
I've noticed there's more activity now. And this guy, where's this guy? The guy from 33, I think. He zoomed all the way in and could see behind the truck. And there's definitely something, yeah. So we have one confirmed here at least.
Okay.
So you're still here? Hey, stop playing games. I'm gonna get this.
I'm getting the info for it.
Sir,
I've got 3,000 people watching right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Never mind. Okay, I see why. Never mind.
Well, I mean, I'm not, it's not like I'm getting any likes or subscribes or, any revenue. This is just citizen.
Hey,
No, they say you get paid by the comments. Somebody snitched on you.
I mean, I do this every now and then. This was pretty.
Somebody said y'all do get paid.
How long you guys been
unless he
here?
doesn't have a turn
Oh,
on.
you guys were inside there?
We were over there. We were actually at the place when this all happened.
So which one? Was it this shrimp place or the place next door to it?
The Huesa place? The Huesa.
Well, there's two. There's this one here, and then on the other
The
side.
other side.
Oh, the other
The
side.
other side, yeah.
So they have they have 18-year-old, 21 and up, and then 21 and below, right? Two sides.
These kids won't go to school and shit. What happened to that?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have to say anything. It's fine. Your car's still stuck over there?
Well, to be honest with you, we got a lift or whatever over.
Well, no, that's perfect.
Yeah, that's all like shit. Kind of just got to.
Well, they're a little busy though.
Let's send their ass to school. Luigi's booty lover, what's up?
He hasn't said anything yet. Don't worry.
I know.
Nothing I didn't already know. Booty lover.
It's Cinco de Mayo tomorrow or today, depending where you're at. What are you guys doing? Damn. We slapped the hell out of this guy. Holy shit.
Few questions that I got from the police scanner.
Okay.
So 10 minutes after this went down, descriptions were one shot juvenile in a...
Casey? I'm just... So she can hear this too. Well, I guess she's
the only two questions I would ask are, was there a rifle involved? Probably means intent, which was in the report. That's why it's worth pressuring, the question. 2, were there juveniles involved? Also pressuring that. I finally got word from kind of an eyewitness. They've been told not to say anything, but from what I gather,
Chris Legit
it was
donated
actually at the furthest restaurant over
$4.99
there.
through Super Chat. We like to party. We like to party. We like to party.
Under 21
we
and
like,
above 21.
We like to party. No, this is Whack West Side PH checks shit.
Yeah, so
like for the
those are the two
all the
questions
reporters
that,
out there.
I would feel would probably bring more into it because there's not much more to it. But
one guy we talked to said there had to be multiple shooters because the gunshots sounded different.
Right. It seems like it must, again, theory, but possibly a gang thing where they kind of knew they were both going to the same place.
I'm thinking so too.
But yeah, one rifle definitely means intent. I'm not going to say AK-15.
That could be self-defense. We're in the self-defense area. That shit could be self-defense.
I will ask if there was a rifle involved. That's something I would do. But that and juveniles. And how many?
30 seconds. Thank you. What'd she say?
30 seconds. Right, it was self-defense.
Well, that's why I wouldn't bring up an AR-15. Personally, I'm not going to get my
your what?
Political thing in here, but
yeah, where it goes.
I'm just saying, as far as an investigator, if there was an assault rifle, the only thing I could think of was it was premeditated, and possibly, no idea. This is all just theory based on the information I have, but thinking that maybe this apparently was a party at that place over there, and it could have been a prom night. I don't know.
Prom night?
I would assume people would be dressed up for that, but usually
And the
people
Glendale
dress out
police station,
after
just
prom.
shocking news. Our Nicole Christine has been on scene gathering any information she can. Nicole, do you have any
Anyway,
that you
with
learned?
that said,
Well, hey,
if there
Ashley and
was
Brian,
one-
unfortunately, we still do not have an official update from what we brought you last from Glendale Police. As you mentioned, approximately 9 people shot in this incident. We know that no suspect has been arrested at this point. We know they believe there was, a very chaotic scene that they have to sort through. We have some video that we want to show you. We showed it in our 9 o'clock newscast. We want to show you again because you can see that there are multiple people who were brought out on stretchers and taken to the hospital. So that's confirmation right there that we know there were multiple people that were injured enough that they needed to go to the hospital. But at this time, said that the area is safe for people, but the thing we want to drive home is that you really should just avoid this area because there is still information out there about at least one person who might be involved on one end of this gun and multiple guns potentially. Here's what Glendale Police had to say about potential shooters.
That is believed to be the case, yes, more than one shooter.
And we do have Instagram video that we have from the restaurant that is potentially in question here. It looks like there was some sort of Cinco de Mayo gathering, a packed house, a lot of people there. So it's not known at this time if something got out of hand. We heard from some people off camera that were potential witnesses who said it was, again, very chaotic, but there were a lot of loud shots that rang out, and there were potential altercations that led to this. We know that this scene is very large. It looks like evidence markers are just strewn across this downtown Glendale area through at least one large parking lot and in front of the establishment where this happened. So a lot for detectives to unravel here, but they did have something to tell us as far as the police or security's involvement in this shooting.
Officers fired their weapons. This is not an officer-involved shooting. And as far as I was told, security was also not involved in the shooting.
So again, at this point, approximately 9 people were shot. We do not know the extent of their injuries, just that we have seen multiple people taken to the hospital over the last couple of hours. So we are working to get another update from Glendale Police. They said that they did a briefing around 9:30, and they said there would be some more information to share at some point, but we don't know when that will be. A lot of things to digest here. We are just thinking about everyone that was involved, all the witnesses that saw this. We know that there were kids on scene earlier. We're not sure if any were involved in this, but just a really, really sad way to end this weekend. And we are thinking about everybody involved, hoping that we can get an update and hoping that there are no fatalities to report in this shooting. For now, though, reporting live in Glendale, Nicole Christine, Fox 10 News.
Nicole, I'm seeing online as well a lot of people just really upset. This happened at around 7:45. Families were out celebrating Cinco de Mayo with their kids. This could have been so much worse. I mean, 9 victims, though. That's pretty awful. The thing that really caught me when we were listening to the public information officer is they said they believe it's at least 2 shooters, but they don't have anyone in custody. So
nobody in
is
custody.
The public at risk at all?
The criminals
what did they
win
say
again.
to that extent? Are they looking for suspects?
So they were really tight-lipped about the suspects. They said that they had detained some people of interest and that they were talking with them. There were some pointed questions about potential shooters, if they had been injured, taken to the hospital themselves, if perhaps they were deceased. We don't know anything like that. That's why at this point, you know, this is some very sensitive stuff that we're talking about. We want everyone to be safe. While Glendale Police did say that they believe that the area is safe to the public in terms of, you know, any outside threat, we do want people to err on the side of caution. So what we're going to tell you is that we want everyone to avoid the area, and if you live in the area, you know, I would just recommend that you stay inside and stay home tonight until this scene is completely cleared out. They said that they were going to be working this scene until the morning. We don't want to scare anyone out there, but we do want people to be on the side of caution, because at this point there have been no arrests made in this shooting.
Hey, Nicole, real quick, the shooting happened around 7:45. About what time did you arrive, and was it still frantic at that time? Were they still moving people to ambulances and that kind of thing?
So by the time that we got here, I will tell you on our way, we did see an ambulance. We can't say 100% if it was leaving the scene or not. It was near the area. It seemed to be heading toward Banner Thunderbird, which we believe is the area that they took some of these victims. But we can't say for sure. When we did get here, it was about 8:30, 8:45. And at that point, there were still several people that were being talked to by police, several witnesses. It was, I wouldn't say super chaotic in the fact of people, you know, running around or, you know, frantic. But I would say that there's a lot of people that are actually still on scene. There are people that are sitting, you know, behind us about 30 feet behind their camera, and they're waiting for their cars in the parking lot. They're potentially waiting for answers. So there are still people that are on scene. We've been talking to some people who, you know, didn't want to go on camera but have been shaken up by this. So it is a chaotic scene still. It's still a very active scene. You can tell behind me. But I would say by the time we got here, within an hour of this happening, they had secured it enough to where people weren't running around, and it wasn't very loud when we got here. They had seemed to kind of get that level down to where they were able to start their investigative work.
Nicole, did they ever confirm where this happened? Was it inside an establishment? Was it outside on the street? Was it a shootout?
So all of those things were asked in that first press conference, and none of them were clearly answered at this point. I think that's still part of the investigation. I saw several evidence markers outside in a parking lot. It seems like there's some activity around some vehicles, perhaps. So I would say that at least some of this happened outside. Not sure if it was an altercation that started inside and went outside. Another thing you heard earlier, that security did not fire any weapons, so you wonder if this happened strictly outside of the establishment.
She probably
and
is gonna have a
wasn't
drink,
aware until it was already underway. Of course, you know how quickly these types of things can happen. We don't know how long this was going on, if it was brief or if it stretched multiple minutes. And of course, the idea that there may be more than one shooter adds a whole nother dynamic of, you know, who was shooting who. But at this point, a lot of that's still left to find out on our end. We know that the establishment, they said it was happening at an establishment, so we can infer that it happened either, you know, inside and moving moved outside or happened outside when people were leaving. But again, 7:45, like you said, people could have just been having dinner in there. It wasn't like any establishment was likely closing at that time. So we're still going to be asking those questions and trying to find out exactly where this took place. If there's some surveillance video, hopefully that can circulate and see a little bit more of those details and make things more clear to investigators.
Police said they were being given up at 9:30.
No.
We are way past
And then
that.
as he walked this way, he's like, oh shit, because he saw all of you guys strand right here. And so he went over there and talked to Maroney.
Yeah.
And then they were discussing over there. And then they started walking this direction right through that door, which is the police station. So,
So
I don't.
not tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I'd give it another 10 minutes, and if they don't come out, that's that.
Yeah. They said they might take us again, but even if they talk to us,
It might take you again. What's he smoking? It's on. He's smoking something.
Let me ask one of these guys over here to get us said.
This is kind of a weird thing from earlier. Remember earlier today, they sent me a video of a guy jumping off a building, or he fell off a building. Oh, they got drones. Somebody got a drone out there.
There you go. I said, there you go. That's perfect.
Yeah, that's good.
This guy fell off a building today, or yesterday, whatever time it is for you, because it's 1 o'clock here now. For me, it was yesterday. This guy, there's video on YouTube. This guy, I don't know what he was doing. I'm not sure. They say he broke. You see how the window looks like it's broken? I don't know. Somebody had said like he broke through the window. But he was kind of dangling there for a while. I thought he was trying to do some type of parkour thing. But apparently it says police activity outside, accidental. How's that accidental? I don't know. Unaliving. Not smart person decided it would be fun to break the window and sit on the red awning below. It broke. Oh. Is that what he was trying to do? I don't know, man. I don't know what this guy was doing. I thought he was trying to do some parkour thing. And so the person that posted this, he said a man fell off the roof of Excalibur today. A few people have asked why it's not being covered by local news media outlets. There are several reasons, but it's mainly to prevent copycat incidents, respect privacy, and yes, to protect the city's image as a tourist destination. I was like, what in the heck? And so this reporter replied back, David Charnes, I guess he felt some kind of way, and he's like, definitely not the last part. News is news, however, we generally do not report unalivings for the first reason. And then he said, absolute nonsense. All due respect, there has always been an unspoken agreement between... Oh, wait, here we go. Hold on.
For over 10. If he's not going to come, we'll clear out. We just need an answer whether he's going to answer.
PIO was here earlier. You didn't talk to
he
them
did that?
already?
He indicated, yeah, that was at 9 o'clock.
You talked to our PIO?
Yes.
Okay,
and then he said after he gave us the information, minimal questions, he said, because it was still under investigation, I think, waiting for detectives.
So he said he'll come back to you and give you more info?
Yes, he said he'd be back at 10. And that's why 3 other news stations came in.
Okay. I can give him a call, see what's going on, if he's still here by, or just still getting briefing over there.
Okay, one of the unmarked vehicles that parked over here, a sergeant came out. Are detectives sergeants too?
Well,
no, detectives are detectives.
Like they're almost lieutenants, right?
Well, they're detectives. They're their own specialties.
Okay, so I mean, he wore shamrocks, and I asked him about the PIO. He kind of chuckled and laughed, and then he walked off this way and saw all of us here, and he's like, oh. So he talked to Moreno, I believe his name is. He's our PIO. And then they all walked together and went right back into the police station.
So they were back in the station when you last saw them?
Yeah, I watched them walk from here about 10 minutes ago and walked right into there.
So they're all getting briefed in there right now, so you probably have to give them like maybe 20 or 30 more minutes.
Okay, so they're going to go over what they can.
Right.
Okay.
Because I know they said they're going to do a briefing inside.
Okay.
So that's why everybody went inside.
How convenient, though.
Right.
Oh my God, I'm glad I didn't show this. There's a video of the dead person.
Okay.
Since you mentioned they're all in there,
on Twitter,
I remember
X.
LT mentioning that everybody's going to meet up in there to get all the information
It looked
together.
like they might be
Okay.
dead.
So if you saw them, that's pretty much validates their story. They're in there briefing each other.
2 quick questions. Choose to answer if you can. 1, how many juveniles involved in the actual shooting or being shot, if possibly known. How many injured? The ones that are injured.
Gotcha.
2, was there a rifle involved? Indicating intent. And that's just my thought.
Indicating. They're not going to tell you intent.
I just came on seeing the latest, and I did the perimeter, so I don't really know that much information other than one guy. 2 got transferred to T-Bird, and 1 was in Maryville because he got dropped off in Maryville. That's all I know. I don't know their ages.
No, what do you mean?
One of the victim who got shot.
Oh, right, victims. Okay.
Yeah, got dropped off at Maryville Hospital by his friends or something like that.
At the moment, as far as I know, or from what I remember, no apprehensions, no arrests at the moment. Everyone's either a victim or a suspect at the moment for who's involved.
I can't give you any answer because at this time, if I give you an answer, I'm giving you a wrong answer because I don't know. Because I'm just doing the perimeter right now.
Do you know anybody that was apprehended in this whole thing?
Not that I heard or hear anything.
I'm sure they would have walked him off in there anyway.
We're on that information. Channel, so
sure.
I don't know what they did on the previous channel.
Okay.
So sorry, I apologize. I can't.
No, that's fine. That's very helpful. And we'll just, so they're in their briefing is your assumption?
Yeah, if you saw them in there, they're all in there.
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay.
Okay, WC got video.
All right, they're all just having a briefing right now. They said that the officer over here who just went inside. He said
so this is the party from earlier?
Briefing there, and he walked out. So they're probably getting done with their briefing. They're just compiling all the information together right now.
Maybe they'll come.
She was happy. She was happy with that. So awesome. Okay, great. Well, I will make sure to put as much as I can in
This party from earlier.
Yeah.
I guess this is the party from earlier, I guess. Cinco de Mayo party. Okay, so that's, I guess, video from earlier. What else? The event space. The steakhouse that owns the space as well. El Camarón Gigante Glendale. El Camarón Gigante Glendale. Okay. It's the name of the restaurant. Oh, I think he muted. El Camarón Gigante. Dígame.
Feliz domingo, andamos ya en el Camarón Gigante de Glendale, 57 Drive y Grand Avenue, en la ciudad de Glendale, en el centro histórico. Aquí andamos y fuego, Hard Hits te va a regalar boletitos para que te vengan.
Still looking for vendors. That was 7 hours ago. That's crazy, man. Crazy. I don't hear the guy talking now. There we go. Unmuted.
Sorry, guys. What do you mean? I'm not racist at all.
Uh-oh. He racist not too. Oh, they cancel him.
We all bleed red.
Oh, that's so nice. That sounds nice.
So I just spoke to an officer.
What he said?
Apparently they're all getting together, having a briefing, and they'll be out soon. Hopefully. I'm just going to verify. Hey, you can go in there.
How far in can we go?
All the way up to the line right there. That's where all the media is. I'll catch up with you in a minute.
See if we can get the last update for tonight. Be tired in the morning.
Well, let's see.
Dave Portney was going off earlier today. He was screaming and stuff.
All right, we got one coming. Yeah, she's kind of fun.
Final press briefing. Come on.
One would think they go to the tree, right?
What's the night?
This to the tree? I mean, I know. I think I was told they were closing this off, but I don't know. They definitely closes that one off.
La, 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 la. Monday, Cinco de Mayo. It's crazy, man. All the violence. A violent ass weekend. What's wrong with these people, man? Everybody's shooting each other.
Hey guys, everything work out okay? Sorry, I'm not gonna put juveniles on my phone. Excuse me. Media wants to know if you guys are actually going to send the PIO back. So the PIO Mirando, Brent, what was his name? Yeah, he did a briefing at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
He had indicated that he was going to come back around 9:30.
Okay.
Obviously collecting information. Media wants to know whether they're going to stay or not. They just because they've been waiting for a while for him to come out.
Okay.
We just watched them go into the police station, which seems convenient for them. And I'm assuming they're probably having a briefing in there before they come out.
I'll find out.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
Well, I'm going to go back on that side over there.
Okay.
Unless you can find out within the next, 20 seconds.
20 seconds.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, it would be nice to at least know.
Is this parking lot not taped off?
No, I walked in right where the cops are over there.
Taped it off, but they were letting people move.
Well, and the witnesses or whoever you got going, by the way, I have not shown their faces, walked that way too. The sidewalk is open. I was thinking if it was blocked off, this would go to the tree.
You guys remember that
Yeah,
time?
pretty good, right?
I went out in person and some dude got arrested after a standoff or something. And I was showing his face. He was mad. He didn't like I was showing his face. Oh, shit.
I do.
Oh, shit. The cop.
Your actions.
speak louder than words. So we say a lot of words. You're media, right?
Of sense.
Okay. People say a lot of words, right? But words don't mean anything without action. So you can say all the words you want.
What would you suggest, sir?
Huh?
What would you suggest, sir?
You know about the spirit of things? So
I understand
so it's like,
you guys are the color of law versus the spirit of the law.
There's a little space in here, so I assume because this little space wasn't taped off,
Correct.
I can slip in here.
Correct.
Now, what do you think the purpose of it is?
So let me tell you what I see.
Okay, so
and
you're
you
not gonna answer that.
I am.
Okay.
You see this line going all the way down there?
Right.
Okay. You see there's a block over there?
Right.
Okay, and you see it comes all the way back down this way? That means this whole area is blocked off. You see this area going all the way down and on the other side of the street, indicating that the street is blocked, not the parking lots. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and continue further.
Right.
You take it all the way down where you would have had that blocked off, but you left the sidewalk open.
Just talking to
Meaning
the
that
cops.
if you were to block it off, just like there, you'd tie it around the tree or put a cone there.
So you think we want people here on the sidewalk? That's what you think?
This sidewalk?
Where you are, obviously, because you're here.
Well, this sidewalk, I see where this is.
So you think that we want people here on the sidewalk? I'm asking.
I don't know what, is the crime here or is the crime there? This is a police line that says do not cross.
Is there evidence here?
Well, there's no crime tape. This is just a do not cross. That's it. I haven't crossed the line.
Okay, show me where you're at. Let's go. Show me where you're at.
All right, come on.
What the fuck is going on?
I need to know.
Yeah, he's saying they're doing a briefing. He doesn't have an ETA. He's in a
In the briefing?
in a briefing right now, but he will come back.
Okay.
He does not have an ETA.
All right, I'll let the rest of them,
We're not going through this parking lot. Let's go around this way. No, we're not going through that parking lot. Let's go around this way.
Well, this is where the victims went too. Or not the victims, but other witnesses.
Okay,
they walked right through.
Are you a witness?
No, but
Then
the
what
one,
does that have to do with you? What does a witness doing something have to do with you?
they walked this way with
what
their
does
mother.
A witness doing something have to do with you?
The mother was walking that
What does
way.
that have to do with you?
We'll go find the gap.
Nothing. I didn't talk to
Right,
him.
so let's go this way.
Well, if I cross that line, I'll be arrested.
No, because you're with me.
Well, I don't know about that. The line
You
is
don't
the
know that
line.
You're with me. Hey.
That's the line.
This is not confusing.
If you're with,
You're with me.
if I'm with you, let's walk that way.
No. Let's go this way.
I don't feel comfortable doing that.
Oh well.
I mean, I would suggest we
Go
get a
back that
sergeant
way,
here.
Then go back that way.
That's not the way I came.
I don't care which way you came.
I came from this way.
I don't care.
All of this is taped off. I'd cross one of these here.
No, look, I'm gonna show you. Look.
This is very weird. I don't know. Yeah.
Sir? Sir?
Line to the street, right?
Can you control this guy?
That's a free line to the street.
I'm going to go back the way I came. He's trying to encourage me to go cross this police line.
See, because I dealt with you before.
Yes, you did.
And we blocked this off.
And at your understanding at the
And I
time,
said, go
you
over
blocked
that way.
this off.
I said, go over
but
that
you,
way. We're going to block it off.
And so I did. And then they blocked off the street. That's what they did. You see, both sides of the street are blocked.
Right, and this way coming in this parking lot is blocked.
I didn't
Take
come
the
in
wrong
this way. I went all the way where your officers are over there. And that's the same way that the people that were over here walked to leave. Okay?
Right, and what does witnesses leaving that way have to do with you coming this way?
I just assumed they were. I don't even know if they were witnesses.
Okay. So
all I know
what-
is people were exiting that way.
Right, but you said witnesses. So
I did.
I assume that's what you assumed.
Okay,
Right?
enough assumptions.
Right.
Can you control this guy?
He's out of control, but what can I help?
I'm trying to leave.
Okay.
He's trying to have me cross this police line so I can show him where I went.
Come with me.
Shit, he's pissed. Too.
Okay. We're live, by the way. So I cross here, I'll be fine?
Yeah, come with me.
Okay.
I guess he was worried about
To
it
left?
being a setup.
No, we're going to go to the right.
Oh, he wanted to know where I came in.
I know, but you want to leave, we're going to go this way.
We're gonna
Okay.
make you disappear.
Well,
Come
media's
here.
over there. I got to let them know.
Okay.
Don't worry about the media.
Are you with the media?
Yeah.
Is he?
So go down just on the other side of where that cone is and the other tape. And then you can go right over there to the media. And then when you're done talking to the media, then you can just go out there to Glendale.
Leave.
And,
Yeah. Okay. I appreciate it.
Have a nice night.
If you want to check it out yourself, sir, what was your name?
Delaney.
Delaney? No hard feelings. I got you. Just on that side. Oh, just so you understand. You see what I see here? This is blocked off. Okay. That's blocked off. And then that canal, that street is also blocked off, right? Both sides. And then if you go all the way down there where that officer is with the light,
Right.
That's where the sidewalk is completely open.
Right.
And the police line tape that you have is not wrapped around a tree where one would think they would put it. They put it on the other side, leaving that area open. And for anyone to assume, it's reasonable to assume that the street is blocked off, not the parking lot. You had indicated earlier that you were blocking the parking lot.
Now let me ask you a question. We don't need to do this. You said you wanted to leave.
Okay, I'm good. He was just asking where I came in.
You didn't ask. You interjected.
That was 10 minutes ago.
Okay, all right.
A very strange interaction. The cops basically didn't want him there. I don't know if this guy somehow look at how far he's having to walk to get back to the other side.
Even if I was arrested,
maybe he legit got through some way, but he kept continuing on to go with the guy. The cops just wanted him to get out. Like, we just don't want you here. Maybe you'll get across some evidence error. We don't want you here. That's it. But he kept kind of arguing back and forth. That cop was snippy, the one guy, but maybe, I don't know, if you see somebody in the area they're not supposed to be. But he could have just left this whole thing a long time ago, but he kind of kept wanting to continue. It's a good thing the other cop came and was just like, listen, here you go, bye. You know, but he wanted to keep going. And he's like, we're not going to do this. Well, we all bleed the same. He just said we all bleed the same blood. You had different blood there. Maybe it's because of the lady in the dress, man.
All
Got
right,
you doing all kinds of stuff.
I just talked to the 2-star. He said that they are coming out. They don't have a full ETA. He thinks pretty soon. Because I said, look, honestly, these guys just want to know if they should go home or not. And so he said he doesn't have a full ETA.
But right, you think?
Relatively soon, whatever that means.
They have a history. That's the thing, too, though. That's the one thing that cops, they know each other, so they've had problems in the past. So maybe they just don't like each other, too, you know?
This is like a big cluster where they got the police tape, right? And so this is the same officer that told me when I first got there. I was all the way in that parking lot. And he claimed he's blocking off the parking lot. I thought he just assumed he was. Because when I came back, I went this way, I went that way, and it's completely open. It's not even intentionally blocked, because otherwise he would have wrapped it around the tree. But the sidewalk is completely open all the way down. And anyway, so I walked down, and I'm like, okay, so the parking lot must be open. And he's like,
Sandro, thank you so much.
Ask yourself if there's evidence. And I said, well, then there'd be crime tape, not police line, you know. And I said, I'm not going to argue with you. And he's like, no, I want you to show me. And then he's like, follow me, come underneath this line. I'm like, the fuck I am. If I cross that line, I'm going to get arrested. And anyway, so the 2-star guided me through. Being live kind of helped too. But anyway, and then he kept asking because he wanted to go over there and see how I came in. And I tried to explain it to him. Then when I got right here, I tried to explain, like, look, you can see the street is blocked off. Otherwise, you wouldn't even bother having that there because it's all blocked off here. And he goes on saying, you know, you guys just don't care about the people that died. And I said, no more than you do. You know? I do care,
I thought that was
but
interesting.
That's not why I'm here.
I thought that was interesting when the cop
Anyway,
brought that up
so,
too. I was like, where's that coming
other than
from?
that, the only other information I got was I told you where the 3, where they went. Yeah, that's it. So, yeah, they should be coming out.
We'll be ready for them.
Otherwise... So the mother, as I was coming around, though, I didn't put them on camera or anything, but
we almost just watched
there
another
were
shooting.
4 people coming, their kids, and the mom dressed up over there. Yeah, he was interviewing her. So I guess they would know better. But they kept the kids over there long enough, so they must have seen it.
There's Maroni.
Yeah, that's not a sergeant. It's not the same one I saw before. So
plants are too much, growing crazy. There's a new baby fish in there too.
Did he say outside my dick? Oh, tape.
He's hitting that vape.
What do they care? They were already there. They're just trying to get to the car.
This has been going on for hours.
I'm gonna get my ranger. He's coming up.
Oh, he did tell me he was going to meet us all back at the same right over there. I just don't know if he's coming now. He did come out and he started walking down there.
All I could say is that this person recording on the Citizen app has a problem with certain colored officers. Really? That's what they call it? Oh, that's what they're trying to say is racism? This chat?
Oh, damn.
Oh, my God.
We don't have fancy. No, leave it there for. We don't get fancy programming, so.
You guys want to do it out here on the street?
Yeah, Sam, I'm going to block you. You have to go on the Citizens app and look it up. I don't know the name of it. It's on the Citizen app. But I'm going to block you.
I hate that they leave their cars on.
Weirdo.
You know? It's just such a waste of fuel.
You have to go on the app. You can search for yourself.
Right.
Arizona, Glendale.
Looks like we got a lot walking this way.
Spam like 100 times the same thing. It's like a robot or something. Is somebody paying you to say that over and over and over? It's the purpose of existence. The hell?
No, I have no issues with colored officers. Are you kidding me? I have no issues with anybody. I just don't. I have issues with certain authority when it's not authority. I was yelling at the 2-star as well.
Yeah, he's this guy's a local there, so I guess he's had problem at least with that one cop.
I didn't see, but I'm wondering if there were any prom nights out tonight, and this was like an after prom party. Oh, that's right. May the 4th be with you.
I think prom's over. I think that was like...
That was yesterday.
Oh, okay.
I've not heard anything about Cinco de Mayo this year. Yep, they got nice police cars, and they let them run. We've had it running for at least, what time is it now? It's 10:30. I got here at like 8:15.
Yo, you guys are crazy, man. My God.
They're all turned on. Sitting there. An absolute waste of resource.
How's it going?
Well, I talked to that 2-star over there. he indicated that they're all talking right now and that they don't have a definite time, but they should be coming out.
Yeah.
Because I said, I just want to know if, send media home.
Yeah, how did you get in there? Was that you?
Yeah, that was me. So that's where I was when I first got here, and then they started taping it off. See, right there, you can see the original tape there. Yeah. Then they pushed us back here. So I went all the way around that way, and it's just taped off on the street. And when I was over there originally, the officer, the same one that was, picking on me, he was telling me, I told you before. And I said, yeah, at the time, that's probably what you thought. We were all coming out of this area. And this is police line, do not cross, not criminal, it's not criminal tape. And so anyway, over there, right by that area, they had the police line go across, but they left the sidewalk open on purpose because they could have easily gone around the tree to block it off, and that would have been reasonable to know. So I just walked down, and there were people walking over. You know that mom that picked up the kids?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he muted it? I think he muted himself. I don't know. I don't know if he was supposed to be in the area that he was in. I wonder about that. I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe there was an opening. Maybe there wasn't. I don't know. Sometimes those cops don't want to be messed. Sometimes they don't want to be bothered. People crossing in and messing around and whatever. Oh my God. Looks kind of frozen to his camera. Guy only follows orders from pale officers. Actions speak louder than words. His chat is like rough on him. Oh my gosh.
Wanting to know what happened.
I guess he's back. Maybe his connection's a little bit wonky.
And then
yeah, that's true. X Factor. I mean, if he really did cross the line, which it kind of looks like he had a long way to walk back. Maybe he did cross the line. It looks like he did. I don't want people to, dealing with that. Or they don't want to have to deal with that. Like cutting in and out.
It's been turned on.
And AZ family on Citizen app, it said that there was 6 people shot.
Originally, okay, so just so you know, 10:15 and everybody came on site around 8:40.
Yeah.
So I was actually with them, with the same PIO that came over and talked to us all at 9 o'clock. That same PIO said he was going to come by, press information officer. Said that he was going to come over around 9:30 after he goes over there. Clearly that didn't happen. And so I started asking around over there, found another officer who just got on duty over here.
Well, he was injured, yes. Somebody in the line real quick.
Here's what we know for sure, if this is what you want to know. This is what we know for sure from what we last got as a status update. At least 9 people, 3 people dead. Multiple shooters, it's assumed 2 at the moment. 1 with a rifle, according to, and that this information came from the scanner for Glendale.
All right.
1 with a rifle, juvenile. So there's juveniles that were over there too. Apparently that's a 21 and up and 21 below in 2 sections. There was a party over there. I think it was probably for Cinco de Mayo. That's what everybody was saying. But
May the 4th be with you today. Anyway, and because there was a rifle involved, my assumption, nothing confirmed yet, was it had to be premeditated to have, you're not walking around with a rifle into a restaurant. So because there were multiple shooters, it was probably understood 2 people thought they were going to be at the same place at the same time. It's not clear if the person who's deceased, there is one. Well, I haven't seen the forensic van over here this whole night, but it's assumed one is dead, was, I think, still on scene. If you look all the way, I don't know if you can zoom in all the way where that white truck is, but this is where they've been protecting that whole area, right behind there. And there's a bunch of little evidence.
Cones down there?
Yeah, tags down there. Up to 28, but I think they're randomized. I don't think there's any,
My gimbal isn't.
Anyway, so some of the victims, some of the witnesses, they were just recently, last confirmed witness was the mom that came and picked up her 3 children, well, not her 3 children, but a child and some friends, I'm sure. Came all the way down this way, came back. You probably heard me arguing with a fucking guy over there.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not racist. Jeez, I don't care who it is. Anyway, yeah, they kept claiming I was racist.
You gotta watch your words because people get all freaking hurt sometimes.
Well, no, I never said a racial slur. It's just I got in the same argument with the same officer who happened to be the same guy that was telling me before. And so they just assumed I was talking to another officer of color. And I'm like, no, it's the same guy. Anyway, and we're getting into an argument about do not cross, but I just realized it said police line do not cross this way. It wasn't this way, So anyway, yeah, I was over there Anyway, so back to what I know. On my way down here, when I heard the call about 8 o'clock from Bell, it took me about 15 minutes to get down here. I saw 4 ambulances and 1 fire truck going towards Cactus as I was going down. So the assumption is they went to Thunderbird. So we know that there's 4 victims right there. Whether any of them were dead or died on the way, we don't know any of that yet.
Somebody in my life said that there's a thing already on there saying that 4 people are dead.
Okay, so that's new information that they've not released yet. Also, we know that there were 3 juveniles for sure that this officer was willing to tell me. He said that the 3 juveniles, one went to Maryville. I'm not quite sure why. Probably, I think he went home, I think is what he said. They took him home. And 2 of them went to the hospital, but he wasn't going to clarify on who was who. And he wouldn't confirm,
one is exempt
who was dead either. So the 2 questions that I've asked the news people who gave up and went home.
I had to take this off.
The news people gave up?
Yeah. The 2 questions I want answers to are, and they'll just email it now. That's the PIO that was supposed to come out and visit with us. Unless they're still over there. Yeah, there's one over there. So, yeah, he's going back in.
Citizen app was saying that there was 6 people shot.
That was the original.
The suspect was dead, possibly deceased. And then
see right here, it's still streaming because I'm one of the streamers. There were 2 streamers on site.
Yeah.
I'm one of the streamers, and it's keeping the title. I can't change the title. But we're chatting in here, updating it.
And then the AZ family. When I read the AZ family news article, what they had on this, what they already posted, said that there was up to 10 people injured, is what it said. So.
Yeah. So I believe they probably got that information because it still wasn't released yet. When the PIO was talking to Fox 12, and so 3 wasn't on site. CBS 5 wasn't on site, so it was just Fox, ABC, Fox, and I think Telemundo was here too, because he was able to get the Spanish version from the PIO, which was nice.
Yeah.
And then these guys have been, I think they finally were able to leave because they've been locked in there at that's the, what do you call it? Not a VFO, it's a Legion. So those guys, unfortunately, were locked in the whole time. I don't know where these cars came from since I've been here. They haven't been here.
Those are other police cars.
Yeah.
But how convenient for them to have the police station right there. Literally, right there.
I know the Glendale PD. I don't like these guys over here. They didn't want to do their job when I lived in Glendale, so I don't like them too much. There's only one Glendale police officer out here that I like. That's because when I did security, we used to kind of goof off, and he was a supervisor, so.
I just don't like the dogs. I don't mean the actual dogs. I mean the officers that bark back because they feel they have to.
Well, unfortunately, that's a majority of Glendale. When I had some issues going on out here, where it before it got really
everywhere. It's everywhere.
Well,
Phoenix
I was staying
is
down
one
by
of the worst.
67th, and it got really bad
That's
over
racist.
there. And
this cop is.
It got to the point where there was multiple firearms being involved, and I was like, dude, I'm trying to do everything right so that don't end up in jail. And
No, they made their decision. As soon as they pulled it out, they made their decision because there's a big report that's got to happen. So it takes a sergeant to back them down, stand down, stand down. I'll talk straight up to them and say, stand down, if I see weapons.
Well, no, this was incident with other individuals where I was staying at.
And,
and
Okay.
I had all kinds of footage and stuff, and just trying not to do anything to the people. And yes, from my understanding, some people are saying 4 people died. This man here said the last report that he got out here was 3 people were dead, so he's not sure about the 4th one yet. That's probably new information that somebody read somewhere.
It's possible somebody might be at the hospital and might be getting that information there.
There was a shooting at the restaurant over here.
Anyway, I made
Yes, Arizona, Glendale.
I made the assumption that it was possibly a prom night, but I only made that because I've not heard I've lived here for like 30, 40 years almost, and I have not heard anything about Cinco de Mayo happening tomorrow. You know what I mean? Obviously a political issue, but the claim is a Cinco de Mayo party. That seems to be the 3 other people that confirmed that.
Man, it's not raining that hard over here, but it sounds like it's raining harder over there.
It's getting there.
Does it sound like it's louder over there?
I think it's hitting their cars. All of their cars. You know what I mean? There's a lot of cars right there that's collecting all of that.
I'm going to go walk back to my car. It is starting to rain. Oh, no, it's starting to get heavier.
It's pouring.
It's coming. Run.
All right, guys. Well,
forget it, man.
I'm going to get to my car.
Motherfuckers ain't coming.
But the only way I'm going to get there is to walk around the police station, so that'll be fun.
I think those cops just told them, yeah, we're coming out. Just to get them away, just to get them to walk away. They were not really, I don't know if they're really coming back. Maybe they'll come later tonight.
Yeah, at this point, I don't think they're going to come out. I've got it down. I'm not shouting your face. Yeah, at this point, I don't know if they're going to come out now. Look, they're all running now.
Yeah, I thought that was road noise. It was the rain.
Oh, yeah. Well, when you think about it, look how many top roofs.
Getting closer, yeah.
Oh, shoot. I was going to go that way back home. Well, hey.
I don't know if he cut off or not. We'll see. Yeah, we might just have to follow up tomorrow for an update, I guess. Or later today, I guess. It's already tomorrow. Oh, he's still alive. Oh, look how it's pouring now. Jeez. What about the evidence? Hopefully they collected it. That's crazy, man.
Sin embargo, no se sabe cuál es la condición exacta, no se sabe si son menores de edad, pero
Yeah. I'm gonna be a zombie in the morning. this was definitely like a crazy ass, like violent weekend. Deaths, murder, the whole time since Friday, Saturday. I mean, or Thursday or whatever. All week. Let me see if there's anything else. You might. I wonder if he got off. I don't know. Let me check these news stations.
All right. We are live.
He got off. That might be it for tonight. That might be it. That might be it for tonight. Ooh, all right. Yeah, I guess we'll have to probably check tomorrow. See what's going on. I'm tired. I don't see any more live updates unless he comes back. Dude, go home. Got to work in the morning at Home Depot. And yes, you're 100% racist. Yo, his comments, his people. Oh my gosh. I don't leave this man alone. Oh my gosh. Sign up to the mailing list, guys. Don't miss notifications anymore. I only get 3 notifications per day. You can go to the website or the link. Oh, that looks crazy right there. You can go to the website, just go to the link. We're live right now, 1,900 people. Get on the mailing list. You can check out all the latest videos. But I guess we'll have to see tomorrow. Oh, people keep asking me about this screen flashing in the background. That's just the walrus, or I don't know what that is, but it's my desktop wallpaper. Some people think I'm trying to send them some type of subliminal message and I'm trying to brainwash them and stuff. It's just my wallpaper flashes sometimes when I'm moving things around. I have a bunch of windows open, I have 3 screens. So sometimes when I'm bouncing between screens, this pops up. So I've had the last 2 days, I've gotten tweets and DMs and what's going on and what is that in the background. There's nothing nefarious. I'm not trying to turn you gay or I don't know, whatever it is. I'm not trying to, I don't know, make you send a, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just a wallpaper. All right, I guess that's it. All right, man, I'm gonna get off. We'll see what tomorrow brings, or today, later today. Oh, manatee. Oh my god. All right. Good night. Bye. Bloop bloop. Get some rest. Go to sleep. Unless I come back, don't come back.